Alright then, so hey guys, some of you guys have been asking me for my Ice Mage talent spec in this update, so I'm just gonna try my best to briefly go over what's changed. There's almost nothing has changed really, and then just a few combos, just basic Ice Mage stuff. And then this is my spec here. The only thing that changed is that I don't have stone spikes anymore. The reason why is because I only spec'd it versus archers, and because archers kind of suck now because DPS warriors are so overpowered and DPS warriors rape archers, so there's not really any reason to spec it. So then I just put another point into Rock Mass for 10% less damage when I'm stunned. I also spec Shockwave. It's just a good filler spell. I come to really like it, to be honest. It's also good for soloing mobs inside dungeons and doing AGL, a bunch of other stuff. It's really useful. And then I kept Stone Armor just because I had to. I need to put a point somewhere. I honestly wouldn't spec it at all if I could. Put another point to Rock Mass, but talent point limitation. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing else has changed. If you want to know, Ice Mage is completely unchanged. Pretty much nothing has changed. Everything you see here is just because of other class changes. Mainly DPS warriors got stronger, Sins got a little better, archers got weaker because the DPS warriors got so much stronger, healers are still overpowered as usual, and military monks are a little better. Pretty much it's catering to melee classes, and Stone Spike isn't very good against melee classes because it just causes a slow condition, and it doesn't matter if they're slow if they're right next to you anyways. Now another thing I want to correct is that there was a rumor going around, which I believe because I didn't test it, that Stone Spike actually causes a stun, but it does not cause a stun. It has an animation where it causes a stun, but ignore it, it's just a bug, okay? It does not do anything besides cause a slow condition. And auto attack speed slow, which is pretty much worthless as well. I don't think it's worth specking, but you can still spec it if you really want. I just hate how it always breaks sleep. See, okay, the whole premise of an Ice Mage, the burst, the rotation, is pretty much just about burst. You cannot kill anything, with consistent damage like DPS warriors. So, main when you burst is lightning, permafrost, frost blast, and frost bolt spam. That's it. That's pretty much your only way to do damage. So it's kind of like a one-trick pony. So that's the whole premise of Ice Mage. And then the thing is that Frost Phantom is a proc that only activates whenever you hit something with a Frost Bolt or Frost Blast, and it has a 25-second cooldown. So once 25 seconds is almost up, don't use any Frost spells because you want to be saving it for until you have Permafrost and Frost Blast. So now that's why I'm using fire spells right now, is because I don't want to waste it. Now that I know the proc's ready, so I'm gonna reopen and burst again, and that's the whole point of Ice Mage, is to burst, and then burst during Frost Phantom, and then to stall, and to pretty much waste time until your next Phantom goes up. And there's a few tricks you can do. There's Silence, there's Sleep, there's Cyclone Stun, there's Cyclone Freeze, and all that good stuff. But pretty much your entire damage is gonna be coming from Frost Phantom. So save your procs. And the good way to keep track is that you want to, once Permafrost cooldown is almost over, Permafrost cooldown is a 30-second cooldown, and then Frost Phantom is a 25-second cooldown. So once Permafrost is almost over, that means your Phantom is pretty much ready. So don't use Frost spells once Permafrost is almost done. See, 3 other spells I want to briefly talk about is Stone Armor. Don't use that during combat, use it before the fight, and use it if you're silenced, just because Stone Armor has a weird property where you can use it while silenced. I don't know why it does that, but I'm not complaining. And then Stone Armor mitigates 20% damage from 20% physical damage. It's not that much, so I mean, I guess it does help. And then what else is there? Oh yeah, Shockwave Fireball as filler once Frost Phantom is ready and don't want to activate it prematurely. Let's see, Frozen Mine. Don't ever use Frozen Mine unless you're about to die or you're about to kill something. Those are the only 2 times you should be using it. Use it intelligently. So 2-minute cooldown is very valuable, and it's one of your it's pretty much one of your biggest utility spells. So only use it when you're about to kill someone, or you need an instant CC to save your teammate or to save yourself. And then finally, let's see. Oh yeah, Meteor. Don't use Meteor unless you're absolutely sure you can get it off, or if it's in 4s or in an AoE situation. The reason why is because Meteor is really easy to interrupt, and it's really obvious, and if it gets interrupted, then you pretty much lose all your damage right there. And like I said, Ice Mage is all about burst, and if you waste your burst casting Ice Meteor or getting Ice Meteor interrupted, then you're gonna lose the game, essentially. You really want to maximize your burst, and that's the whole premise of Ice Mage, is burst. You cannot do consistent damage as an Ice Mage. You have to do burst. It's the Ice Mage's greatest asset, and at the same time it's the Ice Mage's greatest weakness. If you stun an Ice Mage, or if you silence an Ice Mage during their Frost Phantom, they're gonna lose, or they're not gonna be able to kill anything. It's just downright impossible to kill anything off proc. So then that's pretty much the entire premise of an Ice Mage. I pretty much covered everything you need to know about need to know in order to be a successful Ice Mage, on your part. But a lot of being a good Ice Mage is not actually knowing your class, but get a good partner, get some good coordination, get some good timing, and that's a big thing about Order and Chaos, is that the classes are not very complicated, but you have to be coordinated. The coordinated teams and the teams that are communicating are gonna be the best teams. So just keep that in mind. Gear is also very important. You need the FML set if you want to make this really successful in 2s. And then yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So tell me, guys, if you found this useful. Tell me, guys, if you agree, disagree with anything, and then tell me, guys, if you have any questions. I'll answer them as fast as I can in the comment section, during the first week or so. So anyways, I'm gonna be going back to college tomorrow, so hopefully, then I might be a little busier again, and regardless, I'll be on YouTube. I'll be here for you guys, so if you have any questions, ask away. Pohdoh here, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.